What's up, everybody? This is Prepper Princess. Today we are going to talk about the top 5 ways to trick your brain into not buying stuff. So let's get started. We all know that consumerism is totally rampant. So what we have to do is essentially retrain our brain in order to find a reason not to buy something, as opposed to what the majority of the population does, which is to trick our mind into buying something. So we're trying to reverse that and trick ourselves into not buying something. So here's number one. Number one is one of my favorites, and that is to look at the item and picture it sitting in a corner or a storage unit or in the back of the closet collecting dust. Can you picture that? So that might be one of the things that might stop you from doing it. We all have a ton of stuff. We all have our closets stuffed full to the brim. And most of the time, we don't even know what's in the back of the closet. So might as well keep that extra spare space in the closet for things that you already have, and picture that item just collecting dust in the corner or sitting in the back of your closet doing absolutely nothing for you. Homemade Frappuccino cannot be beat. All right, so number two is what a lot of people will do is to calculate the cost of how many hours you have to work in order to buy whatever it is that you're looking at. So let's say it's a big item. Let's say it's a dryer. You've been hanging your laundry, you've been doing it, and it's not really that much of an inconvenience, but since everybody else has a clothes washer and dryer, you feel the need to get a dryer. So it's gonna cost you $500 to get yourself a new dryer. And you make, I don't know, $10 an hour. Now don't forget to calculate the cost after taxes. So if you make $10 an hour, you're looking at 50 hours. You're looking at a week and a half, almost a week and a half worth of work. But if you take out the taxes and then you use your after-tax pay to calculate the cost, you're looking at 2 weeks of work in order to buy a dryer when you've already been hanging your laundry and it's doing you just as much good. So is it worth it to buy a dryer that you might use once a month, once every 2 months, in order just to say you want to dry your comforters as opposed to hanging them out on the line? And you have every intention of continuing to use that line, but having a dryer would just make things easier and make people look at you more like a normal person. So you go out and you spend 2 weeks at a job that 80% of the population hates. That's right, 80% of the population hates their job, and you're gonna go and waste 2 weeks of your life just so you can have a dryer because everybody else has one. And that's kind of the way that it goes. So do you really want to waste 2 weeks at a job that you hate to have a dryer that you're barely going to use? You do the math. Here's one thing that I have come to notice, and that is, okay, so number 3, imagine trying to get rid of it. That's right. Almost everything is a depreciating asset, but a lot of times you can't get rid of something for free. As an example, furniture. So furniture, say you go and you buy a nice little couch and it works for you for a few years and you only buy it with the intention of using it for a little bit of time. Imagine trying to get rid of it. So let's say you put the item on Craigslist, it doesn't go. You put it out on your yard with a big old free sign and nobody wants it. You actually have to pay to take a couch to the dump. And I remember in California, taking a couch to the dump was like $400. That's like the cost of the couch itself. So if you're going to be buying something, imagine the hassle and the strain and the annoyance of trying to get rid of that item. Are you going to have a garage sale where you're going to sell a whole bunch of your stuff? Are you going to just donate it to charity? How are you going to get it to the charity place? Is it going to cost you money to drive it or to get rid of it? Getting rid of things in this day and age is really hard. We live in such a consumeristic society. We are a throwaway society. So as an example, a wheelbarrow, right? you go and buy a wheelbarrow for 50 bucks and the tire goes flat. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna go and buy a new tire for my wheelbarrow because my wheelbarrow went flat. Well, a new tire is $50. So you can get a tire for $50 and fix it, or you can get a whole new wheelbarrow for $50 and fix it. So the choice is up to you, folks. What do you think? Before we continue into the next ones, don't forget to hit the like button to go ahead and help me out with the YouTube algorithms, and I will leave a link in the description below to check out my book that I'm selling on eBay, Living on Almost Nothing, as well as an affiliate link to Mint Mobile, which can save you tons of money every single month on your cell phone bill. Currently, I have 4 gigs of data, unlimited calls and texts for only 15 bucks a month. I did not know that this company existed until recently, and I highly, highly recommend that you at least try it to get your cell phone bill down to as low as you can. Hit that like button, folks. So here is another thing. It's sort of similar to the last one, but not exactly the same. Imagine that you buy an item and then in a year you want to sell it, so you list it on eBay. Go ahead and go over to eBay and see how much that item is selling for. So say you want something that costs 100 bucks and you're like, okay, I'll go see what it's selling for on eBay. Either they don't have any or their people are trying to sell it for $2. Is it really worth the $100 that you want to have that item right now? Or can you maybe buy it on eBay for $2? Or at the same point, take a look at it and see, you know, in a year's time from now, am I still going to be using this item? And if not, how much is it going to sell for on eBay? If it's selling for a really low price right now, chances are it's not worth the price that you're willing to pay for that specific item at that specific time. Almost everything these days has a huge depreciating value. Meaning the moment you buy something, it's not worth but 10% of what you paid for it the moment you walk out the door. Just look at what you're wearing. Say you bought a shirt for 15 bucks, how much could you sell that shirt for? Probably $1 if you're lucky at a yard sale. That's why most people donate their clothes to thrift stores, because it's just easier just to throw them away. So take a look at what the item is costing you and what it might be worth in a year. Last is the technique that I use the most. The techniques I use the most are the first one and the last one. I either picture the item collecting dust over in the corner, not being used, or I calculate the money that I lost if I would have invested that money instead of buying the item. So one of the best retirement cost calculators I have found is on Dave Ramsey. Just type in Dave Ramsey retirement calculator. So let's go back to the dryer and say that is it still recording? Sorry folks, I had a phone call at the same time. So say that you want to buy a $500 item just like the dryer, and you put in your age and then retirement age. So say most people retire at 67, that's the estimated retirement age these days, and then just put in your age, and then how much have you saved for retirement, put in whatever that item's cost is. So I put in 500 bucks, and then an average rate of return for the S&P 500 historically for the last 100 years is 10%. So that $500 dryer, if I would have taken that money and invested it instead, it will be worth $7,357. So that cost of that dryer that you're buying for $500 that you're probably not going to use is actually $7,357. Is that worth it to you? It's definitely not worth it to me. I would much rather have the $7,357 than the $500 dryer. Again, this is a decision that each and every one of you is going to have to make, and I really hope that you make the right decision. That's what I've got for you folks today. Don't forget, if you believe that you can or you believe that you can't, you are right. Prepper Princess out. We'll get you. We'll get you. We're going to get it. Give me that. Give me that. Oh, so scary. Cheater. Cheater. Big fat cheater. So scary. I'm gonna get that tooth.
I'm gonna get that shelf. So vicious. Boop. Boop. Oh, so scary. So scary. Your eyes look all demony with this light on. You look so scary like a demon dog. Demon dog. Oh. You really do look all scary with this light on. You're trying to bite my hand? I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. You're gonna. Oh, give me my thumb back. Give me that back. My thumb. Ah! Oh, cheater. Cheater. You look so scary. Oh, you trying to cheat with those paws? I saw that. You're a big fat cheater. You tried to grab my you cheater. Such a cheater. Oh. Extra long video for your faithful subscribers. Who cares about mommy? Who cares about her? Cheater. Cheater. Oh, double cheat. Double cheat. Oh. This is what we do for hours, folks. Seriously, we've been at it for like an hour and a half. Oh. You want to say hi to your faithful subscribers, even though you look like a scary demon dog? Scary demon dog? Look at those eyes. You're my boy. I love you. Oh. You love me. You love me. Big fat cheater. Oh. Big fat cheater. Trying to steal my finger? Oh, you're a cheater. Oh, you want a belly rub now. Yeah, you look butter. Oh, you cheater. You're a cheater with that paw. Keep cheating. Big cheater. Big fat cheater. That's a long video. Cheater. Cheater with the paw. Now your eyes don't look so well. They're starting to. Oh, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Lay on your back or something? Cheater. Cheating. Cheater, pumpkin eater. Cheater, pumpkin eater. Mommy loves you. 4 minutes, all for you. This round of applause. Round of applause. Okay, mister, stop. Be a good boy. There you go. Good boy. No, be a good boy. There you go. Yes. Don't try that. Don't. Okay, we're ending it here because my dog's crazy.